JK Shah classes, Mumbai. Next, we have CA Revati Raja, mentor and senior faculty for auditing at Logic School of Management. And finally, we have CA Tarun Jagadish, Grand Master of SFM. So if after the session, if anyone has any doubts regarding anything, please feel free to ask them and ask our experts. So now I think we can start with our session. So I'd like to call upon Dawal sir to please give us an overview of the syllabus.
Very good evening to all of you.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. Can I share the screen? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Very good evening to all the students. Good evening, Revati ma'am. Good evening. Good evening. Yeah. So basically, in this particular meeting, as discussed earlier, I can chat sir earlier, we are going to discuss about the proposed changes. What are the proposed changes as compared to the old scheme versus the new scheme? What is the transitional provision? And then what curriculum is going to come in upcoming time? Because many of the students who belong to the old scheme, they are in the dilemma. Sir, what will happen in new scheme? If we stuck in old scheme, then what will be the solution? Or I can say, what will be the roadmap ahead for CA foundation or a CA inter or a CA final students? So it is going to be a short and a quick discussion about the further roadmap under the new scheme. So this PDF is definitely available with all the students because this PDF is given by the Institute of Chartered Accountant of India, and this is available in the public domain. If it is not available with you, you can download from the Institute site. So this will be handy with you. Now, first of all, if I'm talking about the new scheme, so they have given some registration dates for foundation, enter, and final. That if you want to go or if you want to appear under the new scheme, then what will be your registration date? As all are aware about 30th of June being the last date under the old scheme, and post that, if anyone is appearing or registering themselves for the courses, whether it is a CA foundation or enter or a final, then definitely they will go under the new scheme. So on this particular page, if you can see, here they have mentioned registration would commence from. So for the foundation, they are saying the 2nd of August 2023. That is nothing but the registration date they have given. At the end, they are mentioning also the last date of registration in foundation course under the existing scheme is 1st of July. That is definitely the date is definitely gone. Now, if from today onwards, if you are registering for the foundation course, then definitely you will appear under the new scheme. That new scheme is nothing but in 2024, that is nothing but the June attempt. So 1st of July was the last date for those students who still wanted to appear in this December, but now the date has gone. So for everyone, now whoever will register for the CA foundation, that will be completely under new scheme. So no option available for the existing scheme. Now in new scheme, what are the proposed changes? That step by step we will discuss one by one. So right now I'm just focusing on the registration dates. Now if I'm talking about intermediate, so for intermediate also, they are saying that 1st of July 2023, from 1st of July 2023, who will register for CA Inter? Definitely they will go for the new scheme only. There is no... One second. Okay. So whoever will do the registration from 1st July onwards, they will go for the new scheme. Now, as you all are aware that November 23 Inter, the last registration date was 1st of March. So anyways, post 1st March, whoever registered for the C Enter, anyways, they are not eligible for the old scheme of November 23. So the 1st March 2023 was the last date. Now, post 1st March, whoever is registered, or I can say will register, so they will definitely go for the new scheme. So even though they have mentioned here 1st of July, but let us talk about the basic criteria. That last date was nothing but the 1st of March for the old scheme under November 23. Now for the final, now students who is registering on or after 1st of July 2023, they will be going for the new scheme. That is nothing but for May 24, compulsory new scheme is applicable for them. Definitely final journey starts too early for the student. But the registration, if I'm talking about, then final registration students are supposed to do the 9 months before their examination for getting the updated books or etc. Yeah, they will be starting their journey for their articleship. They will be doing that advanced IT and advanced orientation. So many other things are there in in their way. But if I'm talking about the pure registration for the CA final examination, that is they have to complete or they have to register 9 months before the exam. So now if the student is supposed to appear in May 24th, so definitely the 9 months before, that is the reason they are saying the students who will register on or after 1st July, for them definitely the May 24 under the new scheme is applicable. So whoever the students who registered earlier before 1st of July, for them, if they belongs to the November 23 attempt and if they are eligible for November 23, I just request all the participants to keep their video, their audio off. Okay. So whoever registered before 1st of July and they are eligible for November 23, then definitely they will appear in the November 23 old scheme. But if whoever registering after, on or after 1st of July, for them it is nothing but under new scheme, that is May 24. Now, definitely those who are registering for the CA intermediate on or after 1st of July 23, for them there is a 2 years of practical training. This 2 years of practical training, basically it is nothing but uninterrupted. So the students who will go for May 24, or I can say those who will, even though appearing their inter exam in November 23 or May 24, for everyone, the articleship will be for 2 years only. And that is nothing but the uninterrupted articleship. Earlier, articleship used to of 3 years and they used to give you the leave of 156 days. But this time, only 2 years of articleship and there are only 12 leaves per annum. So in 2 years, they will be getting only 24 leaves. Let us say example for college exams or some emergency leaves, etc. So the 2 years of practical training. So whoever is registering in this new course, for them, it is nothing but the 2 years of articleship. And definitely there are 4 self-paced module also. That is nothing but the 4 online papers students are supposed to appear. Yes, Institute has given that there's 4 online modules will be MCQ based and there is no limitation on the attempts. So let us say example, if the student is appearing for those online papers and if student is not able to clear, student can again register or I can say student can appear again for that online module. So self-paced, there are 4 modules. In detail, we will discuss later on. Now, if I'm talking about the foundation new course, so there is a changes like in accounting is as good as, but yes, they have introduced few chapters from inter to foundation. Here, if the inter students are available, so I can tell them they will really identify the chapters like say example piecemeal distribution, then dissolution of the partnership, then redemption of preferences and redemption of debentures. So these are the chapters and even single entry. Total 5 chapters introduced from inter to foundation. So foundation accountancy syllabus has increased. Now if I'm talking about business law, and then third paper is nothing but the QA, that is quantitative aptitude, and last is nothing but the business economics. So if you can see earlier in foundation course, or I can say the last old scheme in which the students will appear, for them there is something which is called as BCK and BCR. These were the 2 small subjects which were there in foundation. They have removed that and they have significantly increased the syllabus, or I can say the chapters of the existing papers. Like in accountancy, they have introduced 5 new chapters. Then if I'm talking about economics, so CA inter economics have being introduced at foundation level. Earlier in foundation, there were only 5 chapters. Now there are 10 chapters in CA foundation economics. So overall, if I can say, they have introduced few chapters from inter to foundation level. They have increased significantly. They have increased the importance of CA foundation. They want to grill the students at foundation level only, rather they get grilled at inter and final. So I'm not saying they have made it difficult. I'm just saying they have increased the level to, I can say, from A grade to B grade. So it is not so difficult, definitely. But the one things which you will be doing initially at inter, because if you might be aware, generally we start our CA inter journey before the CA foundation result only. So in that particular period, what chapters or what subject we do, generally they have introduced in foundation level only, and they have made this foundation is actually very strong. So if the student is clearing this foundation, definitely he is going to be CA, and they have made that level little high. So if I go further, this is nothing but the intermediate syllabus. In intermediate, yes, in intermediate, they have removed economics and EIS. EIS is basically IT subject, so they have removed, but definitely this syllabus is applicable from May 24 attempts. So the November 23 students, they are sitting here. Please don't look after this and don't be in hope that in November we are not supposed to appear for EIS and this economic subject. Majorly, students get happy if the EIS get removed because EIS is a little bit IT and students are not used to that subject. So November 23 students, I will request not to focus more on this. You are supposed to focus on your existing syllabus only. That is more important for you. Yes. Now, student may think in that way also. So what if we not able to clear in November 23? We will go for May 24. And in May 24, there is a new syllabus. We will be very happy because, sir, two subjects is getting removed. Boss, don't get happy. First of all, there will be a spot on your CV that you are a second attempt CA. Second thing is nothing but if you go for May 24, there is a significant increase in the other subjects. Like say example, cost and management accounting. CA final costing syllabus, not entirely, but few chapters they have introduced at inter level. Then CA final entire Companies Act. If right now you are in CA inter, you know entire Companies Act is not there at inter level. Few sections of Companies Act is at inter level and majority sections are at final level. So if you go for May 24th, then entire Companies Act is introduced at inter level only. In accountancy, they have merged accountancy and advanced accounting. Few chapters they shifted to foundation and few chapters they have removed, but few accounting standards they have increased. Like if I tell you AS 15 employee benefit expenses, AS 25 interim financial reporting, AS 28 impairment loss, these are the standards or chapters which was earlier there at only final level, they have introduced at inter level. So it is not that, sir, if we will not clear in November 23, our life will be more easy in May 24. So don't think in this way. Obviously, because few things will get removed, but many more things will get added. So the November 23 students are supposed to completely focus, or I can say those students who are awaiting their May 23 results, if they are also there in this meeting, I will request, let us clear before this new scheme is compulsorily applicable to you, because this time they have not given the transitional provision. Obviously, in further meeting, we will discuss about the transitional provision also. But this time, it is going to be little difficult if you're not able to clear in November 23. So your 1000% effort should be given in this November 23 attempt only. Because even though few subjects is getting removed, the syllabus or the content of the existing subject is significantly increasing. So in that particular case, your level will increase. You have to study again. Let us talk about the self-paced online module. Now, what exactly it is? These are 4 online papers you are supposed to complete after your completion of inter. And once you start with your articleship and before you go for your CA final exam. So here in between your after you complete your CA inter exam and before you go for your CA final exam, so you have a sufficient time of 2.5 years. So in this 2.5 years, along with the articleship, you have to appear for these online papers. Now, definitely right now, those students who are in inter, definitely they have to appear for these or all 4 online papers. But the students who are in CA final right now, they have registered also. For them, there is an exemption. That exemption you will see later on, one by one we will discuss, so that you will come to know later on. But right now, those students, their safe and attempt is May 25 or November 25, or I can say May 26, or I can say they are appeared for the inter, they will give their inter exam. For everyone, there's a self-paced online modules are compulsory for online paper. And it is self-paced. It means you prepare yourself as per your convenience, you give your exam as per your convenience. Now here, if you can see, set A is nothing but regarding law, because as from final they are removing law, so they have to introduce somewhere or the other. They cannot eliminate from your syllabus, so they have kept in set A law. Second is nothing but costing, strategic cost and performance management. They are removing costing from final. Few things they are introducing at inter level, but the remaining thing they have kept as an online module. You have to study, you have to pass. Though they have given the option of multiple attempts, like let us say example, in online module, if the student is not able to clear, student can reappear again. So there is no limitation on the attempts, that you will come to know later on. Now, if you can see set a C and set a D. Set a C is totally based on your practical experience. They have given multiple options. Now, in this multiple option, let us say example, in you are doing your articleship in forensic accounting, or I can say in valuation, or I can say you are working in public finance and you are doing the audit of your government authorities, etc. So in that particular case, if you get a chance to work in this, any of the area, so you can select based on your practical experience, you can select any of the subject from set C. So here they have given 10 options, but out of which you have to select anyone. In set D, again, they have given the 4 options, out of which you have to select anyone. In set D, you can see the subjects like Constitution of India, Psychology and Philosophy, Entrepreneurship, Startup Ecosystem, Digital Ecosystem. So set D is more or like, or I can say on a general knowledge. Set C is more focusing on your area of articleship. If your area of articleship is related to one of the area here mentioned in set C, then you can select that paper and you can appear for that. And set A and set B is nothing but the compulsory online module where the final syllabus of economics and costing they have removed, but they have kept as an online module. Now, let us move further. Let us enter into the final. So here I'm just talking about academics. Like say example, first foundation, then what are the changes in foundation, then what are the changes in CA inter-syllabus, and then they have introduced 4 online papers, and last is nothing but the final curriculum. As I said, from final, they have removed costing and law, and they have kept mandatory online module before you appear for the final exam. And yes, few syllabus they have added in the CA inter also. Now here in final, there are 6 papers. As I said, 2 papers they have removed. So now right now there are 6 papers. Now first is nothing but the financial reporting, advanced version of advanced accounting, more of Ind-AS. Second is nothing but the existing SFM, that is strategic financial management. They have renamed as advanced financial management. Third is nothing but the auditing. Fourth is nothing but the direct tax. Fifth is indirect tax. Last is nothing but integrated business solution, where they are talking about multidisciplinary case studies. So here there will be a combination of multiple subjects. Here, some case studies will be based on auditing also, some will be based on financial reporting, some will be based on, let us say example, economic law, some will be based on strategic management. So in this last subject, they will teach you based on this theoretical knowledge, how you are applied to the same knowledge in practical life based on case studies. So they will give you the case studies based on which you will understand whatever you are learning in this academics, theoretical knowledge, how you are supposed to apply practically. So basically, this was nothing but the subjects of final. Now, if I give you some glance, so sir, how this system is going to work. So let us say example, if you can see here in this box, foundation route. As you all are aware, the one entry point is nothing but the foundation route. Another entry point is nothing but the direct entry. Now there are major changes in direct entry route. Foundation route will go as it is up to your inter. After that, definitely there are changes, but major changes are there in direct entry. In direct entry route, they have made major changes. If I'm talking about foundation, let us not read here what they have mentioned. If I'm talking about foundation route, so first of all, you have to register for your foundation exam when you are in your 12th standard only. You have to do provisional registration. That provisional registration you have to do at least 4 months before your CA foundation exam. So by doing the provisional registration, you will be eligible for appearing in foundation. And once your 12th standard result is came out, you can appear directly for the exam. Now, this is nothing but the foundation route. Complete your foundation, then complete your 8 months of self-study. Basically, for appearing in CA Inter, you have to register 8 months before. So then you go for your CA Inter. Then after clearing both the groups of CA Inter, now in new curriculum, students, institute is saying if you are clearing both the groups of CA Inter, then only you can start with the articleship. This change is basically to bring some positivity about the CA course in the industry. Right now, what is happening? Let us example any Mr. A. Mr. A is cleared with one group of CA Inter and he is planning to start with his articleship. What will happen after joining articleship? He will immediately ask for the leave for the second group. Now, the principal definitely will not give the more number of days for the second, more number of leaves for the second group. Then there will be a clash of interest between the principal and the article, and then they will fight. And the student will spread the negativity about the course in the market, that principals will not give you the leave, your articleship is going to be very challenging. So that is the reason institute doesn't want this clash to happen. Institute doesn't want student to spread the negativity, because that is the reason student get attempts and attempts and attempts. So what institute decided, let us complete your academics first. Once you complete your academics, then only we will allow you to enter or start your work experience. So first you complete your academics and then both the group clear and then you go for your work experience. So this is basically how they have planned. So first foundation and then enter. As the process is right now currently, the same process will go. But after that, you clear both the groups of CA inter, and then only you start with your articleship. Now, under existing scheme, there is a 3 years of articleship. But now under new scheme, there is a 2 years of articleship only. You have to complete 2 years of articleship, which they say this is uninterrupted articleship. Uninterrupted means there will be no leaves allowed except 12 leaves per annum. So there are 2 years. So 2 years, 24 leaves will be available. So complete your entire work experience, complete your 2 years of articleship. After that, at least complete your 6 months of self-study for your CA final. So after you complete 2 years of articleship and before you start your CA final, there has to be a gap of 6 months. And after that only you can appear for the CA final exam. Yes, when you are appearing for your articleship and you are undergoing your 6 months of study leave, so this 2.5 years, in this you are supposed to complete advanced IT training also, advanced orientation course also. So this is basically the foundation route, not so difficult to understand. The only new thing is nothing but, sir, after clearing both the groups of C enter, then only you can start with the articleship, and articleship will be of 2 years and there has to be a 6 months of study leave, and then only we can go for CA final. Yes, during that articleship period and 6 months of leave, you have to complete that 4 online papers also, which I said earlier. Now, I'll be talking directly about the direct entry. This direct entry, there is a major change. Under existing scheme, what student used to do after completing the graduation, or I can say before they get their final mark sheet, they register themselves for the CA inter provisionally. They complete their IT training and orientation course also, and then they start their articleship along with their CA inter studies. So that is nothing but the direct entry pattern. Once you complete your 9 months of articleship, then only you were eligible to appear for the CA inter. It means if you are starting your CA inter journey after graduation, then there were two things parallelly you have to do. First is nothing but you have to start with your articleship, as well as you have to do your self, or I can say your CA inter studies. So these were the two things which students were facing more challenging initially. Now what institute is saying, do one thing, you complete your CA inter, you complete your graduation, register provisionally directly for CA inter. No need to start your articleship right now. You complete your inter first, both the groups, and then only you start your articleship. So what institute is saying? Institute is saying whether it is a foundation student or a graduate student, for us both are same. For us both are same. You both please come, start your CA inter, appear for your CA inter exams, clear both the groups, and then only you start with your articleship. So even though the student is coming from the direct entry route, that student is not supposed to start their articleship right now along with their CA inter journey. They're not supposed to do IT training and orientation course also, because under existing scheme, register for the CA inter direct entry provisionally, then complete IT training orientation, start your articleship. So many challenges students were facing after graduation. The institute said, let us keep foundation students and the direct entry students both at par. So if you are coming after graduation, or if you are coming after your foundation, for us, you both are same only. So here you are supposed to complete your CA inter first, complete both the groups of CA inter. Yes, as you all are aware, after appearing for the inter exam, you have to do IT training and orientation course also. Once you clear both the groups of CA inter, then only you can start with your articleship. And the further journey continues to be same. Like even though you are coming from graduation route or like a direct entry route, in that case, in your pattern also complete 2 years of articleship, 6 months of study leave, and then go for the CA. So this was nothing but the basic idea about the course. This was nothing but the overall. For more detail at each and every level, Revati madam will guide you. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Dhaval sir. Yes. Hi. Thank you, Dhaval sir. Hi, Tarun sir. So, good evening, students. Edakekao, can you hear me well? If so, can you reply in the chat box with yes? If you can hear well, can you just reply? Or you reply the Roda, yes? Hi all. Okay. So, well, 1st July was the CA day, and 1st July was also the announcement day. 1st July was Doctor's Day, you know, a lot of speciality for 1st July. So, already Dhaval sir namakku overview tannu. Sir has given a very good overview about the entire course. So, right now, what I'll be doing is I will be taking with respect to, I will be talking with respect to the notable points for conversion, that is regarding the transition scheme. Okay. Yeah. So I'm starting from the point where Dhaval sir has stopped. I'm starting where sir has stopped. And the first and the main point which the students has to adhere now is for those students who are appearing, whether it is inter, whether it is final, or whether it is foundation December 23 attempt, for those students, this is not applicable. This is applicable only for those students who are appearing on or after May 24 exam onwards. So the first one is the existing students will be converted automatically to the new scheme after declaration of November or December 23 results. So as you're aware, inter exam and final exam is happening in November and foundation exam in December. So once the results of inter, final and the foundation comes, the students will be automatically, the existing students, those students who have already registered, those students will be automatically converted to the new syllabus without any fees. So ICAI says without any fees, you will be converted into the new syllabus. So that's the first one. Second one, mainly regarding the study material. Sir was saying that there are changes in accounts paper, changes in costing paper. Yes, all the subject there are minute changes. But students, one thing you should know is a lot of students were confused. Ma'am, is the new syllabus easy or the existing syllabus easy? This was the first question which I got. Mainly it was with respect to auditing. But one thing you should do is if you are eligible to attempt the exam in November 23, my advice, and I think sir will also, both the sirs will agree, is don't ever skip your attempt. Give your attempt in the November 23, rest we can take it forward from there. So yes. So regarding the changes in the subjects, yes, there are changes here and there for some subject very minute changes. So regarding the study material, so what I say says, once you are converted, you can place your order through the CDS, the usual procedure through CDS by paying 500 rupees for foundation and 1000 rupees for inter and the final. So once you have converted, you can place your study material. Study material for which one? Study material for the new course one. Now, this was the one of the most important doubt which many students has. Say for example, costing subject as per the existing inter syllabus. Come on guys, reply in the chat box. Which group was it? Costing subject as per the existing syllabus intermediate. Which group? Correct. It is in first group. Now, as per the revised new syllabus, costing has been changed to which group? As per the, very good. It has been changed to second group, right? So similarly, final also, law paper is not there. SCMP paper, 2 papers are being removed. So the doubt of students is, what ma'am, if we have passed already one group, whether one group in November, how about us being appearing in the May 24 exam? Or what if we have got exemption in one paper? For intermediate, you have accounts and advanced accounts as per the existing. But as per the new, there is only one accounts. So there was another doubt asking, what if we have passed in accounts, whether we have to appear for again. So all these things ICAI says, now students, rest. You first be satisfied with the syllabus and you carry on with your studies and we will notify this soon. So all this group-wise, paper-wise exemption will be announced by examination department separately. So Talkalathana, for the time being, don't think about this. You carry on with these studies. Most probably this doubt will appear only for those students who are attending for the November 23, right? So think that is your last attempt, or we will pass in the November 23 attempt, so the doubt won't be relevant. And I know that for me it's very easy to say, but still think positive. Okay, so that's regarding the third point. For this, kindly, it's kept pending, they will notify. Now, Dawal sir was talking about the SPOM. Yeah, SPOM is self-paced online modules. As sir has said, there are 4 sets. Who has to do this? Foundation, inter, before appearing the final, you have to appear for self-paced online modules. Now they are clarifying that self-paced online modules you can attend only after passing both the group of intermediate exam. So in the meaning, what is the meaning of it? You can appear for the SPOM, self-paced online module, while you are doing PT training, but before your final exam. Am I right? So that's regarding the 4th point regarding SPOM. Now wait, suspense is there in the next points. Now, students, listen very carefully. The next 2 points is for intermediate students who have passed as per the existing scheme. Okay. Now, I'm addressing the inter students, okay, who have passed as per the existing scheme. Those students who have qualified the intermediate 8 papers as per the existing scheme. Assume we have passed the intermediate exam in the November 23 attempt as per the scheme, as per which scheme? As per the existing scheme. I mean the existing scheme. Actually, SPOM, how many modules are there, students? Come on, put a reply in the chat box. How many modules are there? Yes, totally we have, that's right, 4 modules. We have 4 sets. Set A, set B, set C, set D. Now, set A and B, they have said in the beginning itself, it is mandatory. Law paper, SCMPE. Set C is out of 10, you have to choose 1. And set D, out of 4, you have to choose 1. Now, what they said, those students who have already passed both the group of intermediate exam, 8 papers. Hey guys, 8 papers no acha. If it is 8 papers, which scheme? The existing intermediate scheme. If you have already passed the exam as per the existing scheme, they need not appear for set C and set D. Come on, Makla. What is the meaning? What is the meaning of it? You have to appear only for how many sets? Reply. Which sets you have to apply? Only 2 sets. Which 2 sets? Only set A and set B. Now, when you will appear this before the final exam? Is that point clear for you? This is talking regarding which students. The students are which students? Inter students who have passed, correct. Inter students who have passed as per the scheme, which scheme? Existing scheme. So it can be either in May 23 or it can be even in the which attempt? Upcoming November 23. Is that point clear for you? If clear, come on guys, can I proceed to the next? Okay. So that is one of the points which you have to note, because many of us will fall in this category. Many of us will fall in this category. Okay. Now this is again talking about the inter students, and now in 6th point, those students who have passed the inter paper with 7 subjects. Oh, do you know? Now there are 3 scenes. existing scheme, new scheme. Before the existing scheme, there was an old scheme before 2018. In that, group 1 had 4 papers and group 2 had 3 papers. So totally, as per the old scheme, Inter had 7 papers. For those students who have passed intermediate, how many papers? 7 papers. Existing, how many papers Inter? 8. Before this, how many papers? 7. So if you have passed the intermediate as per the old syllabus, before the existing syllabus, then either set C or set D will be exempt. So guys, how many set you have to write? Those Inter students who have passed as per the old Inter syllabus of 7 paper, they have to attend 3 set. Very good. Which 3 set? Either 3 set. Which all 3 set? Anyway, there is no question about set A and set B. That is mandatory. You have to attend either set C or set D. Am I right? So here, for existing students, intermediate existing 8 paper, then only 2 set A and B. For Inter, who have passed as per old syllabus, they have to write A, B and C or D. Here 2 sets, here 3 sets. So these 2 points were talking about which students? These 2 points were talking about which qualified students? I was talking about the Inter. So can I proceed to final students? This was talking about the Inter qualified students up to November 23 attempts. Now, final course students. Okay, final course students unsuccessful in the existing scheme. I don't want to say that, whatever it is. See, assume you have appeared for November 23 or you could not appear for November 23. For some reason, we could not do with respect to November 23. You are an existing which student? Come on, I'm talking about which student? You are an existing final course student. Final course student, and you could not clear or you did not appear, whatever it is, in November 23. Till November 23, you did not clear. Then, naturally, when you appear in May 24, the syllabus or which syllabus? Is it new or existing? When you are appearing in May 24, which syllabus? Yeah, after November exam, you have to convert into new LM. Okay, so before attending the final exam, generally, what you have to pass? We said no. Before appearing for final exam, you have to pass SPOM, self-paced online module. But here, they have given an relaxation. See, students, you could not do in November 23 for some reason. So, you go on, carry on with your May 24 exam and you appear for set A and set B after passing May exam, but before applying membership. So this is talking about the final students who could not do whatever it is up to November 23, they can appear for May 24 and even before clearing SPOM, but before applying the membership, they have to appear for both set A and set B. So what about set C and D? Adanda, what about set C and D? And for Inter itself, it was exempt. No, so final set C and set D will be exempt. Only relaxation is for appearing for May 24, they need not beforehand, they need not clear. That's right, Hashim, you're right. Now, what if May 24 we could not? For some reason we could not. You will clear, but still. Now you are appearing for which exam? Come on, guys. May 24 over. Now which attempt? Now they are talking about November 24 attempt. November 24 attempt, if you are going to attend, then it will be only after clearing set A and set B. See, this is talking entirely about final students. The relaxation is given only for May 24 attempt. After that attempt, if you have to appear, existing final students, if they have to appear from November 24, only after clearing which set? Come on guys, which set? A is set A, set A and set B. What about the set C and D? Existing final students, they have already cleared. For them, again, set C and D will be exempt. So these points were with respect to SPOM. So I'm proceeding up. I know you might have doubts. I will take up in the end because I have 3 more points to say. After that, Tarun sir will speak, and in the end, we'll take up the doubts. Pulare, can I proceed? Can we proceed? There was a cutoff date which was announced by ICAI. Which was the cutoff date? Before this date, if you do 3 years of articleship, after this date, if you do, it is 2 years of articleship. Which was the cutoff date? You remember? 2 years, 3 years. Which was the cutoff date? Cutoff date was 30th of, correct, 30th of June 2023. For those students who have commenced their PT means articleship, PT training on or before 30th June. How many years? Without me saying, without even seeing, we know. 3 years they have. As per the existing syllabus, they have the leave. They will undergo the advanced IT training before the exam. And this is the point which they have to know. The existing students who have already joined for articleship before 30th June, they will be eligible to attend final exam after 2.5 years of articleship, subject to 2 conditions. 1, complete your advanced IT training course. 2nd, you have to pass the SPOM module, self-paced online module. So existing students who have already joined for articleship, 2.5 years, completed the articleship, they can appear for final as per the existing syllabus, but only after attending SPOM and completing the advanced rating. Now, what about those students who have started their PT training after 30th June? How many years? How many years they will do their PT training? After 2023, 2023, it is only 2 years. As Dhaval sir said, 12 days of leave per year, meaning 24 days leave in total. The change here is they will be eligible to appear for final after 6 months from PT training. Meaning, 2 years is the PT training after 6 months. So again, 2.5 years. So ma'am, what's the difference? See, existing 3 years, new scheme, existing 3 years of articleship, new scheme, it's 2 years. Existing articleship students will appear for final exam, 2.5 years. Here also, after 2 years of uninterrupted PT training, then take a break of 6 months study, then you attend. So both the case, it's 2.5 years itself. But here it is uninterrupted. So your articleship will have more quality time. So again, you have to clear SPOM and complete the advanced IT training. So net title, if you see the net, the effect is same, 2.5, 2.5. But the here articleship will be uninterrupted. So yes, that's about the articleship for the existing students. So the last point which I will address before I hand over to Tarun sir is, yes, this one. There are direct entry students who will register provisionally. Dhaval sir already spoke about this. There are direct entry students who will register provisionally, meaning subject to their BCom or graduation third year. So those students who have already registered provisionally, direct entry students who have already registered for inter provisionally, they will be automatically converted into new scheme. And subject to the mark sheet of the last year, they will be eligible for inter. And for them, 2 years of PT training, rest of the story continues to be the same. Only changes, if any students have provisionally registered, they will be automatically converted. Only thing is there is no articleship before clearing inter. Clear your inter, both the groups, then only PT training. So that's it about the main notable points regarding the transition. And Dhaval sir? Yes, sir.
Yes, I just wanted to say one thing, students, as ma'am also said earlier, that those who started their articleship on or before 30th of June, for them it is 3 years of articleship only. So same applies for the direct entry students also. So the direct entry students who started their articleship on or before 30th June, though they are going to appear in May 24. So May 24, for them, the curriculum will be the as per new syllabus. Exam will be as per new syllabus, but they started their articleship on or before 30th June. So for them, the articleship will be of 3 years only.
Yeah.
So for May 24 direct entry, there will be a two types of students. Both will appear for May 24 under new syllabus only. But the first type is nothing but the students who started their articleship on or before 30th June, for them 3 years, and they will continue their articleship along with the CA inter journey, and they will appear in May 24. And the second type of student is they will start their articleship after appearing in May 24 inter. So they will only right now appear for the May 24 exam. They will prepare, they will appear for the exam, clear both the groups, and then only they can start with the articleship.
So there was a doubt initially asked by many students. So ma'am, what about like, can't we appear for November 23? Because
no. For appearing November 23, they have to register for direct entry on or before 1st of March 2023.
No, actually, they registered by, sir, I think by April or May.
No, November 23 is not applicable.
Yes. Okay, sir. Thank you. So any doubts we will take up in the end. Thank you. So yes, that's it. Thank you, students. And Tarun, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, thank you, ma'am. So I'll just quickly start off. I'll share my screen first. All right. So I think already Dhaval sir and Revati ma'am has covered the entire thing, even the conversion scheme in the notable points. Being honest, all the major points are already covered. Now, below this, what is coming is only the individual cases of how it's applicable to the foundation people or how it is applicable to the intermediate students, etc. But the crux remains the same. The new scheme entire platform goes like this: foundation, then you have intermediate, followed by self-paced, and followed by the final examination. Now, a very good, interesting point that I need to share with all of you here is a concept of business accounting associate. So basically, this is something which is very much needed today in the CA area, because there are a lot of students who do their articleship, they complete their articleship, they would have completed their intermediate, but somehow they get stuck at the final level because of their family pressures or many other reasons. Now, under this new scheme, they have come up with a concept called as business accounting associate, in which if you clear both the groups of intermediate level, if you have done your practical training of 2 years, if you have done your self-paced online learning module, and you have done your soft skill, you can be qualified as a business accounting associate, which by itself will be there in the market, and you can get jobs based on this one new designation which can be offered to you. So a BAA will not be as qualified as a CA, but it will have all the major experience of the CA except for the CA final level. So this is something which is a notable point that is coming in the new syllabus. I'll just go down and quickly brush through the remaining areas. But from what I understand, Revati ma'am has covered these points already in depth. So one thing in a nutshell, when we see November 23 is going to be the last attempt for the examination under the existing scheme. May 24, it is automatically getting converted into the new scheme, whichever way you're writing your exam. So now, if you talk about foundation level, all right, those people who have registered till July 1, 2023, they can write their first exam in December 23 under the existing scheme. They clear, excellent. If they do not clear or if they are not successful over there, automatically what will happen? They will get converted into the new scheme. So ideally, this is what they are mentioning below this. Okay. Similarly, in foundation level, suppose you have taken your registration. Okay. You appeared your class 2 in March 2024. And then you're registering. In that case, the existing scheme is not applicable for you. You have to directly move into what? The new scheme. All right. Same way, people who are in class 12 already registered for the foundation course. Again, for them, the first exam comes in June 2025. Existing schemes is not going to be applicable for them because they will be automatically converted into the new scheme. Now we go to the intermediate level. So when you look at the intermediate level, people who have passed the examination in June 2023, foundation examination, directly they convert into the new scheme and their first exam will happen on May 2024. So as already mentioned earlier by Dhaval sir and Revati ma'am, they have to register at the intermediate course by 1st September 23. 8 months study period has to be there before you go for your May 2024 examination. All right. Second one, if you're talking about the foundation route, intermediate level, people who appeared not successful in November 23 intermediate exam, this again is the last scheme. So you have to automatically again convert into the new scheme. So friends, the nutshell is the same. November 23 is going to be the last attempt for existing, after which everything will get automatically converted into the new scheme. This has a good advantage also because in 2017, when they were shifting from the old scheme to the new scheme at that time, which is the existing scheme now, there was a lot of complications and they had to keep on extending the existing scheme. Here, it is very clear, it will get completed by November 2023. Now, again, students appeared in May 23. Passed one of the groups in the existing scheme, or he has got an exemption, all right, he can write again in November. As per the new scheme, they will correctly give you an advice as to how they can proceed ahead. So there is some clarification pending from the ICAI based on that. All right. Next one. Again, the same way, students appearing in November 23, passed any of the groups of the existing scheme of the intermediate, or they have got an exemption. Again, for them, the exam will come when May 2024. They will be again automatically converted into the new scheme. Now, this is a sentence where we need to have some more clarification. So we'll wait for that. Exemption will be provided as per the new scheme. So we need to get some clarity as to if you have exemption under the existing scheme, will that be deemed to be an exemption under the new scheme? So let us wait. They were yet to give some more clarification. We will wait for that one particular point. So after you pass the new scheme, the exemption for the self-paced online module will be considered as the case may be. As Revati ma'am earlier told, set A and B, you may have to write, but you may have an exemption for set C and D. So that same thing is what they are elaborating over here now. Intermediate level now through the direct entry route. So when you talk about the direct entry route, people who have started their practical training by February 2023, they are eligible to write their exam in November 2023. So their first attempt will again happen in November 23. If not successful, then May 24, they will be converted into the new scheme. So again, the same rule, it will be automatically converted. And as Revati ma'am earlier told, you have to do 3 years of articleship training. 156 leaves will be available. AICI TSS course will have to be undergone and they will be eligible to appear for the final exam under the new scheme in the last 6 months, subject to the qualification of self-paced online modules. So the self-paced online modules is something where at the final level, they have given some clarification that after May 24 exam, if you want, you can write them. But once you do not clear the May 24 exam, then you have to finish the self-paced online module first and then go and write the final examination. Next one, conversion scheme. intermediate level who have come through direct entry route. So students appearing in November 23, they are passing one of these groups in the existing scheme or they have exemption. The remaining exam they will be writing under the new scheme. So as mentioned earlier, automatically they will be converted to the new scheme. Exemption will be provided as per the new scheme. So we should wait and get clarity on the same thing. 3 years articleship, 156 leaves. They have to do AICI TSS course as mentioned earlier, and they can write the final exam subject to the last 6 months of their practical training and qualifying self-paced online module. Next one, intermediate level through direct entry route. People registering after February 23, they are not eligible under the existing scheme. So these students will directly go and write exam under what? They will write exam under the new scheme, which is happening on May 2024. So they are eligible for the May 24 exam, but they will continue to do 3 years of articleship training, 156 days of leave, and all the other points will be the same. Next point, conversion scheme, intermediate level, registered after February 123. They haven't commenced their practical training. For them, their first exam will come when? May 2024. They are required to pass both the groups, but for them, practical training will be only how many years? It will be 2 years. They have to complete the AICI TSS course and they will be eligible based on the 6 months criteria from the practical training, subject to the qualification of what? Self-paced online module. Next one. Provisionally registered after March 23, they are directly eligible under the new scheme. All the points applicable to the new scheme will apply to these students. Next one, students who register in intermediate under direct entry till 1st September 2023. Again, for them, they are completely moving under the new syllabus and all the points of the new scheme will be applicable to them. Students registered before 1st July 2023 and their final year graduation result will be declared by June. So the results are coming in June. Again, what happens? They go completely under the new scheme and all the points that I mentioned earlier, same points will be applicable here also. So they are converted directly into the new scheme. Last one, direct entry route, students registering on or after 1st July 2023 and their graduation is happening after June or July 24. November 24 will be their first exam. All the points will be exactly the same, right? Then you come to the final level, friends. At the final level, students who have passed both the groups of intermediate, who have commenced their practical training, they can write their exams by November 2023. If they are successful, excellent, it's over. But suppose you are unable to clear, then you have to appear in the new scheme in May 2024. All right. So now what happens? The moment you move, your articleship will be the same 3 years. You are eligible for 156 leaves. You have to do the AICI TSS course compulsorily before appearing the exam. Such students can either or both the groups of final exam. The remaining 2 self-paced online modules A and B can be done after May 24 exam, but before applying for membership. So here you have an opportunity that you write the May 24 exam first. After that, you can do the self-paced module. But suppose in May 24 also, you are unable to clear, then you have to go for self-paced module first and then write the November 24 exam. However, module C and D will be exempted for such students. Next one. Students who have passed both the groups of intermediate, they are commencing their practical training by October 2021. For them, what happens is they are eligible only for May 2024 under the new scheme. That is after the completion of their articleship, etc. So, new exam will be conducted under the existing scheme. They will automatically go under the new scheme. But articleship will be how many years? 3 years. AICI TSS scheme will be the same and all the earlier mentioned points will continue coming over here. All right. Next one. Students who appear in November 23 pass one of the groups in the existing final and has got exemption. This is the point where we need some more clarity. They will write automatically in the new scheme in May 24. All right. Exemption will be given as per the new scheme. So let's wait for the clarification on this part. For them, self-module, self-paced module C and D are completely exempted, but A and B can be qualified after you do your May 24 exam, but before you apply for membership. If in May you're unsuccessful, then you're eligible for the exam only after doing self-paced. So understand this one thing, this is important. May 24, you write the exam, then you do self-paced. May 24, you don't clear, then you finish self-paced exam first, and then you write the next, CA final examination. Articleship will again continue to be 3 years and 156 days of leave will be there. Next one, students appearing in November 23 and is not able to clear both the groups, you can definitely go under the new scheme and you can write the exams in May 2024. Rest all the points are the same as above. 3 years of articleship, AICI TSS has to be done, and here also the self-paced exam, just as I mentioned, you can continue doing that. All right. Last one comes on the practical training. Okay. Let's talk about the scenarios over here. Students who have already commenced the practical training before coming into the force of the CA Act 2023, that is before the new amendment, you continue to do 3 years. As I already mentioned, 156 days of leave is there. AICI TSS course you have to continue. Eligible for writing the final exam under the new scheme. All exactly the same. So for the people under transition, you have 3 years of articleship. For people who are completely doing under the new scheme, for you it is going to be only 2 years. That is scenario number 2. Who have already passed either of the intermediate group, have not commenced the practical training. In that case, you can go for 2 years because you are already starting afresh with the practical training. 2 years, 12 days leave. You have to do the AICI TSS scheme and you are eligible for the final exam after 6 months of practical training, subject to you qualifying the self-paced online module. Students will be passing one of the groups of intermediate. All right. You have to pass the remaining group also. Then you start your articleship. 2 years will be the period of articleship. 12 days leave and the remaining 2 points are again exactly the same. Scenario number 4. I think this is the last scenario. All right. Students who will pass both the groups of intermediate by May 23 or November 23, you completely go into the new scheme. 2 years, 12 days, and all the points are the same. So friends, in a nutshell, November 23 is the last attempt for the existing scheme. May 24, you move into the new scheme. People already started articleship, continue with the 3 years. Going to start afresh, you can go for 2 years. I think I'll pack up my session with this. Whatever doubts you have, you can ask us now. Revati ma'am, me, Dhaval sir, we three will try to answer all your doubts. I'll stop sharing my screen.
Doubt. If you have any doubts regarding the scheme or approach towards the scheme, or any doubts if you have, you can shoot now. You can unmute or you can type in the chat box. Anything is fine.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, sir.
Yeah, Keka.
Yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, so if a student has appeared for May 23 exam intermediate,
yeah,
and they have cleared, for example, the result is yet to be declared.
Okay.
So suppose they have cleared their exam, then that means they will be eligible after 2 years. So what will be the attempt May or November?
Wait, your voice was not completely clear, Mehek. Okay, just let me understand once again. You have cleared your exam in May 2023. Am I right?
Yeah.
All right. Have you started your articleship?
No.
No. So you're about to go and start your articleship now. Am I right?
Sir, waiting for result.
Okay. So after the results comes out, only then you will be starting with the articleship. Am I right?
Yeah.
So from my understanding, Dhaval sir, please correct me if I'm going wrong. Okay, from my understanding, you will be eligible for the 2-year articleship program after the results comes in. Okay, Dhaval sir, am I right? Yes?
Yes.
That
So
means May 25.
May 25. If you ask like that,
No.
I think I
You are-
explain. Yeah.
She is asking for the CA final attempt, if I'm not wrong. Correct, beta?
Correct,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
Okay, your CA final attempt will be May 26 only. So I'll tell you how it works. Right now we are in the month of July. So let us say example, now not example, basically on 5th of July there is a result. So let us you clear you both the groups of CA Inter, and then obviously you will take some time to search your articleship also. So let us say example in 1st of August you are starting with your articleship. So 1st August you are starting your 2 years of articleship. So 1st August 2023 to 1st August 2025. You will complete 2 years. After that, you have to at least go for 6 months of study leave. So you will not be even able to attempt for November 25th CA final. Your attempt will be CA final in May 26th only. So it is like whether you are under old scheme or new scheme, your final attempt will be always after your 3 years from your CA Inter exam. So you are appearing in CA Inter in May 23. Your CA final will be May 26 only.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Completely understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that is only because of that 6 months of study leave. So once you complete your 2 years of articleship, then 6 months study leave is compulsory, and then only you can go for your CA final attempt.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Welcome.
Hi, sir. Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
Yeah, ma'am. I have a doubt that in this result coming in this 5th of July, if I have passed one group,
Okay. Yeah.
and there is one group remaining for me for November.
Okay.
I didn't pass that exam in November. Then how it will be coming for the next attempt? Because as the existing contain 4 papers and new syllabus doesn't have 4, no. So how it will?
The exact thing about the syllabus and how the exemption will be carried forward, the examination department, they said no, they will come up with the notification. So right now, my advice is don't think that you will not pass. And I know I'm saying it very on a high scale, but right now they have not clarified that point. Am I right, sirs? They have not clarified this point right now. There was a point, I think point number 3 in the notable points. If my guess is right, it's a point number 3. I'll check it. Yeah. In point number 3, they have said group-wise, paper-wise exemption. Group-wise, paper-wise exemption will be announced by the examination department separately.
The students, remember one thing, institute will not give you any guideline right now about the exemption carry forward. They are also very smart. Else you will start planning according to your convenience. Okay, this paper is difficult. Let us keep this ahead. Anyways, exemption is not getting carry forward. We will not study. We will study directly in final, or I can say we will study in new course only. So institute is very smart. They have just given one thing. We will give all clarity by your result come for November 23. So in your result of November 23, then only they will give all clarity that which exemption will get carried forward. As Revati ma'am said earlier that costing paper from group 1 to it is shifting to group 2. So let us say example, student anyways cleared with group 1 under old scheme. Now in new scheme, whether student is supposed to appear for costing paper again or not. Now let us say example, the student is cleared with first group and the second group accountancy is getting merged in first group of accountancy. So the student is supposed to appear again for accountancy or not. Institute will not give you any clarity. They have played a very smart game. They are just saying right now you study for your November 23, clear in very first attempt. If you will stuck, we will give you trouble. So it is now up to you whether you want to clear in first attempt or not. So don't think right now anything about whether the exemption will get carried forward or not. You are just supposed to be right now focus on your November exam.
Yes, sir. One more thing is that, is there any chance for the November 23 exam to be easier? No, as per your experience, because the there was an old system.
I know students will do their prediction that since it is a last attempt under the old scheme, institute will try to clear majority lot. So don't think in this way that paper will be easy. So that is totally in the hand of the institute. Even we never knew that in which like attempt we are going to clear and with what percentage result will come. Sometimes it can be 3%, it can be 5%. It is totally in the hands of the institute. So don't predict anything. We are not able to predict. How you will do, I don't know.
And one more thing, if the paper becomes easy, they will make the evaluation tough. They cannot just make everyone pass. And later on, it will become like, in the campus interview, it will be a big mess because that happened back in 2012 or 13. They cleared a lot of people. Then in the campus interview, people were not getting jobs. So that became a bigger disaster. The institute will never repeat that thing. Paper being tough is much printable because then genuinely hardworking people actually get through. When paper becomes easy, even the valuer gets confused who's genuinely worked hard, who's not worked hard. So you forget about easy or tough, given your 100%. So even if the paper is tough, you can clear it. It's as simple as that.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Sir,
Yeah.
so if an existing student who write exam in May 2024 and the result will become negative, then the student will give the next exam only completing after the self-paced module. Am I right?
Yes. For appearing for November 24 attempt, you have to pass. You are the existing final. You're asking about the existing final students. Yeah,
Yes.
for appearing for November 24 exam, you have to clear self-paced module set A and set B, but set C and set D is exempt.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
And sir, can I take up two things because I've got 3 personal queries. I'll just read out so you can clear the doubts. Emil Thomas has asked, I have registered for intermediate course through direct entry route and commence practical training before 1st April 23. Will I be able to switch to new scheme now and order the study material? Will it affect my articleship? I'm concerned about how if I order it, it will affect the articleship. Will it have impact on my articleship about this transition scheme?
Don't think so.
Yeah. See, there is no change in your articleship duration. It will be of 3 years only. Since you have started on or before 30th June, it will be 3 years only. Yes, for your direct entry exam, anyways, you are not eligible to appear for November 23 because you have registered somewhere. A man said that 1st April, correct?
Yes,
so
1st
anyways, you are
April.
not eligible for November 23. So even though you are doing your articleship under old curriculum, but your exam will be under new scheme only as per new papers.
Okay. Emil, is that clear?
If they allow them to change from 3 year to 2 year, all our articles, we will also have big trouble.
One more personal doubt I have. I got, ma'am, if I register for CA Foundation now, I have to do June 2024 attempt under new scheme, right?
Yes, because that November 23 registration date's gone. That was last 1st of July. So if anyone is registering right now, it is compulsory June 24 new scheme foundation.
Okay. Haripriya, I think, is that clear, Haripriya? Okay. So yes, then Sharon, set C and set D are exempt for all existing final students in May 24.
Yes, since they are done with their inter both the groups. If by any chance, anyways, let us say example, any of the single group of inter is pending, they are anyways not eligible for May 24 CA final. If both the groups of C and inter done before the declaration of the new scheme, yes, set C and D is exempt.
Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
So for the self-paced online course, if by by May 23 I complete one of my final groups.
Okay.
For the November 24, for writing the group 2, I should have completed the self-paced course and then I should write the group 2, or will I be eligible to write my group 2 alone in November 24? And
No,
after
first of all, you said you will complete your CA final one group by May 23, or you were supposed to say May 24.
Yeah, May 24. Sorry, sir.
Okay, no worries. So if you complete your one group of CA final in May 24,
yes, sir.
and then you want to appear for November 24 your CA final second group.
Yes, sir.
Then you have to complete your self-paced module. Yes, those two papers you have to complete before that one.
Okay, so thank you.
So relaxation is given only for May 24 students, or I can say the students appearing for May 24 CA final, because they have now less time. Whether they will appear for the self-paced module or they will appear for the CA final papers. So Institute said, let us right now you focus only on your CA final papers and then you appear for your self-paced module. But if it goes for November 24, then Institute saying no. First you appear for your online module and then only give the exam.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Helena is asking a doubt. In case of past 7 papers in intermediate scheme, appearing for group 1, final in November 23, if result is not positive, appearing for May 24, final, advanced IT and set C or set D also I have to do?
In case of past 7 papers in inter scheme, that is the old scheme, appearing
Yes,
for group
old.
1 in November 23 for final. If result is not positive, appearing
No.
for May 24.
No, for appearing for May 24, they are.
First thing, I think in May 24, automatically you are converted to the new scheme.
Correct.
In the new scheme, first you write down the group 1 and group 2. If you clear, after that you are supposed to do self-paced online module, set A and set
A and
B.
B.
Suppose you don't clear in May 24, then for November 24, you have to first do self-paced module A and B, and only then you are eligible to write the final exam in November 24. From what I understand, C and D are exempted for your case. Yes, C and D has been exempted, correct. That is how it is being explained as of now.
Sir, actually for 7 papers India is passing. Na? That time C or D also have to write. Na?
C or D.
A and B compulsory, but C or D also have to write. Na? Then in May 24, if I am going to appear, C or D is exempted.
Wait. 7 paper of intermediate you already cleared, right? I think
Yes.
what she is asking about is when she was doing the 7 paper, in that case, they have mentioned over there that you are supposed to do A.
A, she has to do A, and what she asked is right. A, B, she has to do. But after completing May 24, before applying membership, she has to do. And C or D also she has to do. So I think they didn't specify that in the notable point. I think along with A and B, after passing, they can do.
Yeah, because I think what I read, I remember is that for the final people, only A and B is enough, and they very clearly mentioned that C and D is exempted.
No. Wait, Helena, you are already a student who is existing final student. What I talked earlier was inter student who is not appeared for final exam. നമ്മളിപ്പോ സംസാരിക്കുന്നത് എക്സിസ്റ്റിംഗ് ഫൈനൽ സ്റ്റുഡൻസിനെ കുറിച്ചല്ലേ. ഞാൻ ആദ്യം പറഞ്ഞില്ലേ ഹെൽന, യു ആർ ടോക്കിംഗ് അബൌട്ട് ദി 2 points which ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞ 2 notable points അല്ലേ. So these 2 notable points only.
Yes,
these 2 notable points 5 and 6 is talking about inter students who are not existing final students. But what Helena is talking is about the 7th point. For them, set C and D will be exempted. So you need not write a set C.
Yeah, it's given clearly over here. C and D is exempted.
Correct.
And if I'm not wrong, even here they have told people who have cleared both the groups of intermediate 8 papers. They are exempted from set C and D.
No, sir. But 6 points says no. 7 papers, C or D they have to write.
Then ICAI TSS also I have to do for May 24.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, ma'am?
Sir, Dawal sir, what about that? She has to do that advanced that IT course.
Yes, advanced IT in orientation they have to do. Anyways, advanced IT in orientation was anyways there in old scheme, and it is also there in new scheme. So the both, whether it is old or a new scheme, they have to do.
Okay, sir. Because for now November 23 exams it was exempted, but for May 24 it will be applicable. ICAI will be applicable.
Correct. Set C, set D, these 2 papers will come only once you enter into the new scheme. That is nothing but the May 24 onwards. Till that, if you are clearing everything in November 23, no need to do anything.
Correct.
Sir, now I asked about ICAI TSS because
your
now
voice is cracking. Your voice is cracking.
Hello,
now you can.
Actually, now I am asking regarding ICAI that one. Because now for old scheme it is exempted. For now May 24 it will be applicable, right?
No. Under old scheme also, that is basically advanced IT training. Even under the old scheme, they have to do. Right now, existing students are also doing the advanced IT training and orientation. You can call this as GMCS also.
No, sir. Actually, this one is exempted. It's saying like that. Advanced ITT.
No. I'm talking about whether you are in CA final old scheme or CA final new scheme. I'm talking about that.
Old scheme.
Here they are talking about CA inter old scheme.
CA final old scheme.
So if you are already done with your CA Inter and you are in CA final under old scheme, then yes, advanced site engineering orientation course is anyways there. Here this exemption is available for the CA Inter old students, like who gave CA IPCC. Right now you are studying CA Inter. Earlier, before it was that CA IPCC. That time it was only 7 papers. In the first group, 4 papers. In the second group, there were 3 papers.
Okay, sir. Now I understood.
Yes.
Then this BAA will be applicable for existing final students. It will be applicable, or
yes.
for new one.
That is they were saying earlier as accounting technician course. ATC. Right now they have renamed as BA, nothing else. So even after completing your articleship, if you are not able to clear your CA final, you can just say to the institute, please give me one certificate which will say that I am done with my foundation inter, done with articleship, so I can get some recognition in the market. So you can get ATC, accounting technician course certificate, and right now it is called as BAA.
Okay. Now also I can apply for that. Okay,
yes.
Okay. Okay, sir, one more that, sir, if set C and set D, it will be in group 2 only or in group 1 also, set C and D. For me now it's not applicable, that I understood.
But set C and set D are not based on any groups. It is nothing but the additional thing which you have to do before your CA final exam. It is like normal, like during your articleship or 6 months of study leave, you have to appear for additional papers. There is no such specific dates to appear for such papers. It is like as per your own convenience, self-paced, as per your speed, as per your conveniency, as per your own time. You just study and you can just give the exam. This will be the MCQ based exam. And institute will give you some recorded lectures also to view, and then you appear for the MCQ based exam.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you so much,
sir. One doubt is regarding if IPCC is passed with 7 subjects. So set C or set D is actually, it has to be written, no, even for May 24 or November 24 on.
I'm not getting your question, sir.
IPCC cleared with 7 subjects. That is the old scheme. So how? So is set C or set D is exempt, or it has to be?
Any one is exempt.
No, set A and B we have to write.
See, I'll tell you the logic behind set A and B is compulsory because those 2 papers are now not in CA final in new scheme. So in another way, they are just making you compulsory. Like in new scheme, May 24 onwards, costing and law is getting removed. So for May 24 students, those who will appear for CA final, for them set A and B is compulsory. Because either or some way you have to study that costing and law.
Correct. A and B is compulsory, but what about C and D? So
in set C or a D, right now they have not clearly mentioned that which set will be exempted. They are just saying set C or a set D. So it can be a situation they will give you the option. Or right now we don't have any clarity. Based on this, we can just understand that only they will give you the option to exempt anyone.
Correct. Abhijit, I think it will be an option.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sir, I am CA final doing right now in old scheme. In case if I pass group 1 in November 23 and then want to write a second group in May 24, what will be how to follow the procedures of this new scheme?
Okay, May 24, you will write the second group in new scheme, but along with that, any additional paper you have to write or not, that institute will give you after your November 23
result. Sorry, sir, your voice is not.
Okay. I'll repeat once again. May 24, second group will be under new scheme. Along with that,
Hello.
Monisha, it is clear. It is audible.
I think your phone has network. Monisha, can you please check?
I couldn't hear anything. Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir.
That's okay. Can you hear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Dhaval sir, please continue.
If May 24 you are applying for the second group, that it will be under new scheme.
Yes, sir.
And along with that, any other paper, whether you are supposed to attempt or not, that institute will give you clarity after your November 23 result only. Because right now under the old scheme, there are 8 papers, and in the new scheme, in second group, you will only appear 3 papers instead of 4.
Yeah.
So along with the second group in May 24, whether you are supposed to attempt any other additional paper or not, that institute will guide you.
Okay.
And after completing in May
Set A
24,
and
you
set
have
B?
to,
Set A self-based exam, set A and
okay.
set B?
After May 24 exam, you have to appear for set C and D online modules.
Okay.
After you are appearing for the exam.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes.
The set A and B.
Oh, sorry. Set A and B. Sorry.
Yeah, sets A and B.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's it. Sir, Arya, I mean, two doubts can I read out, sir? It's in the chat box. Arya asked, sir, if I cleared final group 1 in November 23 and pending group 2, shall I get exemption of SPOM set A since I've already cleared corporate law in group 1?
Regarding exemptions, even we are not having any clarity, nor me, nor even Tarun sir, not even Revati ma'am, not even institute is having right now clarity. That is the reason they have not given clarity. So let us not discuss right now about whether you will get any exemption or which paper you will have to appear again. No clarity. Just appear for the November 23 exam with your 1000% efforts, and then let's see what result is institute is giving and what exemption clarity institute is giving. They have just clearly, smartly mentioned that we will discuss later on.
Arya? Sir, another doubt. Gayatri, ma'am, I have completed ITT and orientation course in September 2023, but I didn't start articleship.
September 2023.
Yeah, she's saying like that. I think it's September 22 she might have written, but written to 23. But I didn't start articleship, maybe 22. Do I need to attend the course under new scheme?
You started your articleship in September 20. You completed
No,
your
orientation.
Orientation in September 22.
Yes.
And she
Didn't
cleared with
start.
both the groups of C intern?
No, she didn't write anything, but didn't start the articleship. Do I need to attend the course under new scheme? Answer is yes.
If articleship is not started, then yes, new scheme
Yes.
only, 2 years of articleship.
Yes. Then one more doubt was there. Swapna asked, C and D are exempt for final existing students. Till how long? I think C and D will be exempt for a final students because they have already cleared
Forever.
Forever. Inter paper they have either
Correct.
cleared. So
the basic structure of institute, like if you're clear with both the groups of C intern, set C and set D is not for you.
yeah, only A and B.
Correct.
I think these are the doubts which I got personally. Yeah. So, any other doubts?
For more doubts, you can get in touch with Neetu, madam. She has shared some link in the chat box. So students can directly contact on that also.
Yeah.
Yeah, you all can just send a hi to that link. So later on, Neetu can always contact you. If anything is required, she can always connect with you also on this part. Okay.
Okay. So we can.
So yeah.
Yes.
So I think that's it. No other doubts at my yeah, that's it.
Okay. Okay.
So thank you, Dawal sir, thank you, Tarun sir, and
thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you all students. Like wishing you all the very best and stay blessed. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Revati ma'am. Thank you, Tarun sir. Thank you, students. Thank you. Bye bye.
All the very best.
Thank you,
all of you.
All the very best.
Thanks a lot.